little briefing on Flex DPS as a rule. Because I'm bored, because my CPU can't handle Path of Exile 2 right now. Isn't that right, Jumbo? So I obviously have a ridiculous amount of gear sets because of speedrunning. But that's kind of what you do as Flex. You have a lot of different builds that you can swap between with just like Magnify swapping. If you want to know the specific crafts you need to do, this is my swap for Medusa. I'm over Dex, but 100 Strength, 500 Dex is ideal for bow. And so that's what I run, and then Rending Throw. Anyways, I'll start with Spear Great Axe, the most common one. There's two versions of this. I have it on my M3 Clear set, where you use Venom for Bleeding Sweep. Well, technically there's like 5 different versions of this, because the spear can be swapped out for like 4 or 5 different spears. You can use like Bleeding Sweep Venom, you can have like a Sundering Javelin spear, you could have, where's my Enfeebling Skewer spear, Scorpion Sting. The disadvantage of Scorpion Sting is Javelin doesn't come up as much, but it's still a pretty good solid weapon. Obviously a lot of this is going to change in the next update, but yeah, my gear, headpiece, Enchanted Ward Refreshing, Leeching Cyclone's just there for like when I'm doing M3s and I want self-sustain. I have Silken Cocoon, obviously for Keen, Shrinking Energy, Enchanted Ward, but I also have Dischart, Enfeebling Skewer, Enchanted Ward Health. That's for when I'm running Skewer and not full CC like this. Like when I'm speedrunning, I run full CC on my spear. And so I don't use Enfeebling Skewer, but if I was to run something like Venom with I can't change it, but with like Skewer, Bleeding Sweep, Perforate, then I'd want that Enfeeble Skewer shirt on instead of Cocoon. So I can double, it's both Bleeding Sweep and Enfeebling Skewer. I think ideally you'd want it the other way around, where you'd have Enfeebling Skewer on your spear and then Bleeding Sweep, because Bleeding Sweep only goes from I think 18 to 11%, whereas Enfeebling Skewer obviously goes from 48 to 28%. Oh, 28% when it's on the gear. This is just what I have because of speedrunning. It's better to have the sweep for more damage. Survivability is a secondary concern. Oh yeah, and then gloves. I have Vault Kick on them, Keen Vault Kick. It's just a little extra DPS. It's just an empty slot. Put on them. Definitely not necessary. Tune leather pants, pretty classic. These strength dexterity boots are from, if you go rapier, and then swap to spear great axe, the ideal swap is you have everything magnify, except for one item is either dex, like this ring, or strength. Which one do I have crafted as strength? I can't remember. I don't think it's on this set. So you have your dex and then your strength item. No, int and then strength, because you put all your points in dex and then swap your magnify from int to strength, and then having a piece of gear that's split, like having strength dex and then a dex int piece on top of that, just makes the attributes line up perfectly. I used to have that build. I don't know where I put it. See, here's the dex int. There's my dex piece. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But then amulet, whatever, empowered is not 100% necessary, since if you do have any empowers on Spear Great Axe, which is like none, Spear, I think the only one is like oh, it's from Skewer. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Here, gain in power, Skewer critical hits. It's 10 seconds. You don't really need to worry about. Since your cooldowns come back so fast on Spear, it's like, because you have this aggressive maneuvers, you have refreshing reach. You have a good amount of cooldown reduction on Spear, and so you don't need empowered to sustain that. But it's good. Like, honestly, if you wanted, you can run something like Divine Health, so you have more survivability with like whatever damage you're trying to protect from. But yeah, I just threw thrust on this life Tanglevine. Where's my life ring one? I don't know. Because thrust helps against the spiders, which one-shot me if I don't have this amulet on in Gorgon. I run cannon. If you're running like a more typical flex roll, you'll probably see either Cunning, Firestorm for haste, and or binds. Because your job is kind of clumping everything with like a gravity well, going in and sweeping, heavy attack, dodge out, fall kick kind of thing. Maelstrom. You have a bunch of options. Your job isn't really to do damage, it's more to keep everything together and controlled. They made some changes to how that works like a year ago, and it's kind of a lot less consistent now. So that's why you see in a lot of my videos, it's like sometimes they'll get pulled, sometimes they won't. It's just uncontrolled. Great Axe wise, a refreshing move is a great one to have. So you can always have Gravwell up, and then Enfeebling Maelstrom is great for extra weekend. You could probably do like Crippling Reap, but I don't know how much slow is going to be helpful. Yeah, but flex is mainly you're the clumper and you're clearing, and then you have a swap to a damage set for the bosses. Like for me, I have a Butcher Hatchet set for Typhon. Where's Enchilada? Here, I have Dorgort's Blade. I still need to upgrade it, don't ask. And then Greatsword for Echidna to do extra spam damage. I'm the person who controls when Echidna tips. So it's called Enchilada. And then for Medusa, I obviously have this. Because I'm the cleanser. So yeah, I'd really just drop my damage over times, and then cleanse when I can. What other tips do I have for flex damage? That's pretty much it. Oh, you can definitely also use sword and hammer. They both have good options, but Spear Great Axe is kind of the most common one you'll see. I like to refer to it as the clumper roll. But yeah, that's how I play flex. It's the most like stimulating, if that sounds, I think that's the right word. It's like you're constantly having to think about things. It's not just like sitting on your where is my rapier set? Here. This is my worm tanking set. Just constantly evade spamming. But yeah.